Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. On behalf of Kodak management and staff, welcome to the Kodak Center. In accordance with the fire codes, please note the locations of all emergency exits at the rear and sides of the main floor and at the top and rear of the balcony. In case of emergency, please proceed to the nearest exit and gather in the west side parking lot past the flagpoles. Restrooms are on the first, second, and third floors. Food and beverages are not permitted in the theater, except for bottled water. Hearing devices can be obtained from the sound booth at the rear of the main floor. Please be courteous, silence all media devices, and curtail texting during the event. If we can assist you further, please ask.
Please remain standing. They're excited about that. Blessings, those who bring smiles. Tonight's honorees, the members of the class of 2017, are our blessings, the sole reasons we celebrate in this commencement ceremony. We have all been blessed by these young adults, soon to be graduates. Tomorrow they each begin a new journey. 152 blessings, each with the ability to make a positive difference in the world. Please remain standing as the award-winning Palmyra Macedon High School Select Choir sings our national anthem and our alma mater. Thank you. You may be seated.
Good night, Thank you, Ms. Davis and the Select Choir. Friends, family, members of the Board of Education, staff, parents, community members, and graduates, it is my honor to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Palmyra Macedon class of 2017. Our journey together started 4 years ago. For some of you, even longer. With this time, both the challenges and celebrations have been numerous. These defining moments were an important part of the path that has led us to this day, an occasion I could not be more proud of to share with you. Tonight is about acknowledging the bumps in the road for what they have taught you. Yes, it's also about celebrating and appreciating those that have helped make that path a little bit smoother and straighter to travel through. Think about your family members that are here, your parents, siblings, grandparents, maybe aunts, uncles, even cousins, that have played a role throughout your life. They've encouraged, corrected, coached, disciplined, and loved you through every stage of your life. As you move past graduation day and look ahead with excitement into your future, don't forget to look back and say thank you. It means more than you know. Many of your teachers are here with you today. Award-winning educator and blogger Chase Milkey explained the mindset of approach of a teacher perfectly. As long as you're in my life, I'm not going to make quitting easy for you. I'm going to challenge you, confront you, push you, coach you. You can whine all you want. You can shout, stomp, and cry. And the next day, I'll be here waiting, smiling and patient, to give you a fresh start, because you are worth it. Think of a teacher who didn't let you quit, who exemplified patience, comfort, and understanding when you needed it most. My advice, find some way to show your appreciation. Pay it back, and then pay it forward. Through the efforts of family and teachers, and with the support of each other, not only have you survived the last 4 years, but you've thrived. You've contributed to an outstanding music and theater productions. You've clinched athletic sectional championships, and you put hours of dedicated service into our community. We are here to celebrate the graduation of a remarkable class, filled with not just knowledge, but with compassion, commitment, and ambition. The Palmyra Macedon class of 2017. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Palmyra Macedon class of 2017 salutatorian Madison Thompson and the 2017 valedictorian Luke Now. These two students have achieved the highest grade point average among our candidates for graduation tonight. I'd like to welcome Madison to the podium to deliver the salutatory address, followed by Luke and the valedictory address. Madison.
Hi, my name is Maddie Thompson, and many of you know me by who you think I am. You see me as a student, a salutatorian, an athlete, a soccer player, a soon-to-be high school graduate, a serious individual with little time for joking around. But I'm much more than that. What you don't know is that I spend hours upon hours at my dance studio, and I've done so since the age of 3. That I love concerts, and I'm up to adventuring wherever and whenever someone may suggest, just for the sake of the view. There is so much more to me and to everyone than originally perceived. John Lubbock has said that what we see depends mainly on what we look for. But how many of us truly make an effort to discover someone's personhood rather than just claiming to know their titles? How easily do you label someone as a jock, a nerd, a drama queen, without really knowing them, without their perspective? The truth is, you never will have my exact perspective, and I will never have yours. You'll never see this audience how I'm seeing it right now, and I will never know how it feels sitting in your seat, or on another level, how this speech makes you feel. It is impossible for you or me to see the world exactly the same as someone with completely different life experiences and realizations. We don't even think about this, but in reaction, we compensate for the impossibility of this absolute truth by relying on perception and self-decided labels. To put it more simply, we judge people. We call people annoying, ignorant, and other negative things without even knowing them or experiencing the behavior firsthand. We immediately rely so heavily on word of mouth to determine someone's character that we do not actually know if this information is true, yet we seem to have no desire to solidify these preconceived notions through human interaction. We're quick to judge and label, and slow to involve ourselves in others' lives and find out for ourselves who people really are. These ever too common and most often negative labels are at the core of the antagonistic behaviors we see so commonly today. In all honesty, even I, a high school student, can confidently say that this behavior exists well beyond the reaches of high school. Even our politicians, those who are so carefully chosen by us, for us, and in order to represent all of us, are so eager not only to label individuals, but groups of them. Minorities, genders, sexualities, races, and ethnicities have all fallen victim to this natural human behavior. Generalization and labeling, I say, are well overdue to make a swift exit from our society. The lesson to be taken away, because I am not up here just for kicks, is that we need to realize the value of getting to know people, the value of taking a chance. We must walk in with no preconceived notions and walk out with solely what is given to us by that person. No matter how cliche this may sound, I believe that we would all like each other and ourselves a lot more if we truly got to know one another. Thank you very much, and good luck to the class of 2017.
Four years ago, I didn't believe I could stand on this stage in front of all my teachers, peers, and their families, let alone attempt to address the experiences, goals, and possibilities for 154 individuals. I will never be able to comprehend the true breadth of our paths. I will never be able to craft a speech that reflects all of our interests. I will never be able to speak to each of our high school experiences. Yet, today I stand in front of you to attempt to do just that, to acknowledge the myriad of our possibilities. 4 years ago, I couldn't imagine standing on this stage and speaking my thoughts publicly, but here I am. It is undeniable that when confronted with immense, sometimes terrifying obstacles, our immediate response has and forever will be growth. When I think back to who I was, who we were freshman year, I can't help but laugh. I guess you could say we are just a primitive version of ourselves, but looking at us now, we seem like entirely different people. Freshman year was an uncomfortable conglomeration of awkwardness, gawkiness, a lack of athleticism, and a narrow view of the world. Freshman year, we thought the definition of the world was the immediate square mile around ourselves. We thought friends were forever, that it was possible to have everyone like us, and that the way people acted at school was the way they acted everywhere. At the same time, we were narrow-minded about the paths to achievement. In my mind, I thought the path to success was linear. Freshman year, we were in entirely different clubs, sports, and classes. Maybe some of you ended up in the same place, but odds are you changed, switched paths, and turned your basic premonitions of happiness upside down. We thought we would love our childhood sports forever, that what we enjoyed when we were younger would be the same. I'm still that awkward, tall, and sometimes unathletic teenage boy. Other than that, pretty much everything has changed. Friends, interests, classes, sports, beliefs, relationships are only a few of the many facets of our lives that changed. The concept of changing, losing, or even searching for new friendships is terrifying. Freshman year, we all just wanted to be accepted, to be able to say that we were popular, or that we had amazing friendships. For some of us, it took 4 years to find genuine and true friend groups. This notion of finding and growing friendships seemed overwhelming at some points, but we are better people because of it, and I couldn't be happier with the friends I've made through my growth. On an academic level, our perceptions of what interests us change endlessly, and I have no doubts that they will continue to pivot, adapt, and switch as our understanding of ourselves grows. Our social, political, and personal beliefs have undoubtedly changed. Now, more than ever, we are taking strong stances, forming our own opinions, and taking sides on controversial issues. This might seem obvious, but forming and standing by our beliefs is a far cry from the overly simplified, ill-defined, and sometimes uneducated perceptions our freshman selves held. Ultimately, at the foundation of our growth was our pivoting perceptions of happiness. It took time to find ourselves, to comprehend what we enjoyed, and to finally understand what happiness meant to us. It's not easy to discover happiness. It takes growth, determination, and infinite consideration of who we are at our core. For a lot of us, understanding happiness meant learning to put ourselves first. What I love is that this change, this growth, is expected, and the hyperbolic nature of our high school path can and should be embraced. In this day and age, multiplicitous growth is forced upon us. The expectation seems to be that we should excel in all aspects of our lives, whether it be school, sports, work, relationships, or extracurriculars. Society demands well-rounded and balanced young adults, and I stand here to sympathize with you. This standard can be overbearing, immense, and stressful. Often, there doesn't seem to be enough time in the day to excel in everything we want to, and we deal with this pressure in different ways. And some of us ignore the standard, some of us embrace it, and some of us choose to contradict the ideal entirely and focus solely on the one supreme aspect of our life. All of those options are perfectly fine because in the end, it's unrealistic for society to expect teenagers to be flawless in every single aspect of their life. The only realistic expectation is that we should grow and improve in one way or another. In the end, we spent the last 4 years of growth surrounded mostly by the individuals in this room, teachers, students, and our family. While it may be terrifying to step onward today inevitably into some form of the unknown, we must step with strength, determination, and conviction. If there's one thing I wish to say to you today, it's this. Growth is universal, it's timeless, but it certainly isn't linear. Thank you and congratulations.
At this time, I have the honor of introducing the Palmyra Macedon Board of Education President, Mrs. Sharon Lang, and the Class of 2017 President, Ms. Bailey Moquin, for the presentation and the receipt of the class gift. Sharon?
Good evening, fellow classmates, families, and friends. My name is Bailey Moquin, and I am honored to be this year's senior class president. I would like to start by congratulating the class of 2017. We made it. And as Dr. Seuss said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. The education and support provided to us by the administration, faculty, and staff at Palmac has been overwhelming and truly one of a kind. Thank you to our class officers, Mrs. Bon-Knapp, Mr. Now, and my fellow class officers for their hard work and dedication to making these past 4 years unforgettable. As I reflect on our class's extraordinary members and their qualities, I am going to miss the times we have shared and the differences we have made. This last week of senior activities has made me appreciate our class and in the ways in which we have bonded. Despite being a part of different social groups, we came together and had fun reminiscing old times and celebrating our accomplishments. We bonded on our many trips, including the 4th grade trip to Albany, our trip to Washington, D.C. as 8th graders, and finally the senior trip to Disney. These trips have created many memories for our class to cherish in the years to come. Therefore, the class of 2017 will give an upcoming senior a scholarship to go on the senior trip who otherwise could not take part in this experience. Our hope is that through this opportunity, someone will have the chance to create special bonds and memorable moments during their final year. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Bailey. There are many time-honored traditions at Palmyra Macedon. Since 1952, senior classes have demonstrated their generosity by raising funds for a class gift that leaves a lasting impression and demonstrates the appreciation for their time spent on campus. The class of 2017 is no exception. Giving back to future students is something that you should take pride in. Providing funds to upcoming classes only demonstrates that this class truly knows what the Palmac way is. Your donation will not only help aid future class activities throughout their time at Palmac, but your class can also take pride knowing that you paid it forward to help classes in the future succeed. Board members Mr. Bill Toomey, Mrs. Greer-Leva, and former board member Mr. Don Miller have all had the privilege of knowing most of these students in this particular class, as their daughters Kaylee, Anna, Sophia, and son Jack all are students in the class of 2017. Mr. Toomey, Mrs. Greer-Leva, and Mr. Don Miller have all been instrumental in advocating for your children for their success at Palmac. Parents, please join the rest of the board and myself and thank you for their unconditional dedication to these students, the faculty and community of Palmyra Macedon. The Board of Education has watched each one of you in the class of 2017 grow from the past 13 years from silly 5-year-olds to fine young adults. We want each one of you to know that we couldn't be more proud of you as you walk across the stage tonight. Your class gift is a way for you to leave a legacy of Palmyra Macedon, one that the future students will know and also benefit from, one that you can feel pride in as a member of the class of 2017. So on behalf of the Palmac Board of Education, we accept your generous donation. Congratulations on your graduation, and always remember, this is the time for you to become the person that you've always dreamed of being. This is your world. You're here, you matter. The world is waiting. Now go out and take a chance. Thank you.
At this time, I'll ask Ms. Lindsay Daniel, high school counselor, to come forward to start the presentation of the diplomas.
Luke Thomas Now. Madison Mack Thompson. Bailey Mackenzie Moquin. Nathan J. Arnold. Evan D. Baginski. Nicole Ashley Baker. Bradley Scott Bartlett. Mark Francis Bassett. Joseph Michael Bernunzio. Jack Mitchell Blasey. James Richard Blasey. Emerson Eric Block. Bailey Elizabeth Basil. Sylvia Paige Boheen. Julia Liana Boz. Connor James Bastian. Valerie Elizabeth Boudreau. Mariah Ann Brown. Tabitha Lynn Brown. Brian James Berger. Summer Marie Bush. Cameron Austin Bush Jason. Braden Stewart Carlson. Skylar Lily Carlson. Hannah Lee Carr. Anna Marie Castiglione. Kendra Mae Christensen. Jordan Mackenzie Clark. Brianna Brooke Collier. Julia Lane Cosner. Dylan Thomas Matthew Crane. Brittany Marie Cruikshank. Killian Jacob Daynard. Michaela Ray Derbyshire. Jenna Nicole Darling. Aaron Michael Delahanty. Shaylin Elizabeth Depew. Sarah Elaine DeWeaver. Christopher Aaron Dillon. Scott William Dollar II. Amanda Lynn Duchesneau. Molly Elizabeth Durkin. Frederick Charles Earl. Carson Kenneth Evankovich. Julia Kathleen Evans. Stephen Michael Fish. Monica Frias. Casey James Galena. Connor D. Gardner. Edward Robert Guile. Nathan Anderson Gellatly. Lily Marie Gorley. Holly Marie Graham.
Abby Danielle Halsey. Emily E. Harris. Callista Ann Hart. Jared Glenn Harwood. Brandon James Hawkins. Brian Matthew Heckman. Charlotte Rose Hedges. Clara Elizabeth Hyder. Devin Patrick Hill. Stephanie Karen Hofflich. Noah Christopher Holdridge. Ashlyn Marie Hopkins. Adam Warren Hopseeker. Samantha Lynn Horton. Quinn Morgan Howell. Sarah May Huber. Dawson James Hurlbutt. Jared Houston Hurlbutt. Sarah Catherine Hurley. Emma Grace Jackson. Theodora Iolosich. Hannah Rose Kelly. Dylan Michael Kinslow. Ashley Lynn Knapp. Marietta Rose Caberly. Alicia Rose Kioski. Jillian Anna Lacko. Grant William Ledoux. Shaylee Nicole Lawrence. Zachary James Leiter. Anna Mary Leva. Sophia Karen Leva. Julia Christine Liudis. Joseph Ivan Lyko. Mitchell John Martello. Andrew Slade McEwen. Jane May McGowan. Salvatore James Mealy III. Bradley Thomas Miller. Jack Dallas Miller. Shelby May Montpierre. Bethany Joy Moon. Tyler Patrick Mooney. Blake Elizabeth Morrison. Michaela Ann Morrison. Colin Patrick Murphy. Antoinette Lee Natrigo. Michael John Natrigo Jr.
Anna Maria O'Donnell. Ashley Victoria Orbaker. Jeffrey Douglas Patnode. Nathan Spencer Pierce. Nathan Edward Peck. Jamie Elizabeth Pori. Riley Ann Record. Mary Sophia Reed. Alan Alexis Rivera. Nathaniel Reed Robeson. Evan Timothy Rude. Chandler Alec Russell. James Lee Arthur Sanderson. Francisco Michael Cicedo. Alden Catherine Savage. Christopher Noah Savage. Sierra Jordan Scheich. Conrad Christopher Schneigenberger. McKenna Kelly Marie Chandra. Colby Christopher Sears. Michaela Simmons. Harmon Frederick Skinner. Emily Grace Smith. Rachel Marie Smith. Christian James Snyder. Sarah Ann Stevenson. Austin Christopher Stewart. Jonah Ryan Steiner. Mackenzie Marie Stordo. Kyle Robert Sapansky. Sumner Lee Tessier. Catherine Gabriella Thomas. Laura Lynn Tones. Kaylee Nicole Toomey. Donovan Robert Camille Van Cassel. Mariah Rose Vanderweg. Hunter Arthur Vandeveld. Vilipone Marie Van Fila. Adriana Mariah Vasquez. Taylor Elizabeth Verbridge Zaborowski. Christopher Edward Wadsworth. Owen Sherman Wall. Isaiah Michael Williams. Kennedy Alexis Williams. Dana Nicole Wilsey. Ian Lewis Wissick. Frankie Lynn Marie Wixon. Kyle Elliott Workman. And Bridget Louise York.
At the conclusion of the ceremony, I'd ask everyone to please remain at your seat until all of the graduates have recessed out of the auditorium. At this time, I would ask the candidates for graduation, members of the class of 2017, to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, by the powers vested in me by the Board of Regents of the state of New York, I now present to you the graduated class of 2017.